Okay, because we get started. I know, the blue memo, I don't know. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name's Elisa Sakis. I'm the president of Cupertino-Toyokawa Sister Cities Incorporated. Our committee is charged with the responsibility of nurturing the sister city relationship between the city of Cupertino and our sister city of Toyokawa, Japan. We also organize the annual Cherry Blossom Festival here in Memorial Park, and we do a student exchange each year as well. So to start, a little point of logistics. Please make sure you sign in. There's a couple of people with clipboards. We just want to make sure we record who's here and take responsibility for COVID contact tracing, just in case. So please make sure you sign in. Find someone with a clipboard if you haven't already done that. Okay, so first what I'd like to do is introduce some of our guests, and then in a few minutes, a couple of them will be making some remarks. So first let me just introduce the guests. So guests, just wave your arms when I call your name. We have Mayor Darcy Paul. We have Vice Mayor Liang Chow, Council Member Kitty Moore, Council Member Hung Wei, and Council Member, you know John, Council Member John Willie, Council Member Hung Wei. So thank you all for being here. And from the Consulate of Japan, we have Acting Consul General Jimmy Kishimori. We have Ayai Yoshimoto. She is the Consulate Advisor for Community Affairs. And we have Kevin O'Donnell, who is also from the Consulate Intergovernmental Affairs, and he's also on the board of Sister Cities International. So thank you for being here. From CUSD, we have Satish. There you are, Satish Mandaville, and Jerry Liu. Thank you. And we have people representing all the other sister cities as well. In the order that we've been established, the Cupertino Sister City Association. I saw Helene Davis. Hi. They're in the back there. Helene, and from Angela Chen, one of the vice presidents of the Shinshu Taiwan Sister City Association, and Janice Sung, also a vice president of the Cupertino Shinshu Sister City Association, and Rena Rao, the president of the Cupertino Bhubaneswar Sister City Initiative. Thank you all for supporting us as well. Oh, I see someone pointing. Who else is here that I didn't introduce? Oh, Mahesh is here. I didn't even see you. Mahesh, also from the Cupertino Bhubaneswar Sister City Initiative. Thank you so much for being here. So, I'd like to give a little bit of explanation about the significance of what we're doing today and why we're gathered. So in the year 2020, that marked the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. And in 2020, Sister Cities International promoted Bell Ringing for Peace and they chose to use the anniversaries of the tragic atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki as the days to bell ringing. We were in COVID then, so in cooperation with the city in the consulate, we held a bell ringing webinar virtually. But that year, our committee also gathered right here to do a bell ringing on August 6th, which would be August 7th in Japan, because that marked the 75th anniversary of when our sister city of Toyokawa was bombed. So it's a lesser known fact that our sister city was also bombed. And the reason why is because it was the site of the naval armory during World War II. So when the city was bombed, 2,500 lives were lost. Primarily they were women and children that worked at the naval armory. So it was a time for us to honor our sister city and think about these lives that were lost and really renew our hope and our commitment for long-lasting peace. And so we gathered here. We couldn't invite anybody, but our committee came here and rang bells in 2020. Last year, in 2021, we gathered again to do this ceremony, and we were able to invite a few more people, but it still wasn't a time for a public gathering. You can watch the recordings from 2020 and 2021 on our YouTube channel and also on the city YouTube channel. Those recordings are still around. Some of it's very educational. I recommend you watch it. This year we decided to open up this bell ringing to the public, and we're really hoping to do this annually. So you'll be hearing about it. We'll always try to do it on August 6th. The bombing actually occurred on August 7th at 10:30 a.m. in Japan. That's equal to August 6th, 6:30 p.m. here. We had to do it a little earlier today because we only had the use of the park this afternoon, so we're doing a little bit early today. So I really thank you all for being here. We will ring bells in a few minutes, but at this time I'd like to invite a couple of our special guests who have agreed to kindly offer some remarks, and I'll start with Mayor Darcy Tall.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Hello everyone, how are you today?
Good, thank you.
Great to be here. On behalf of our City Council and the City of Cupertino, we thank you wholeheartedly for doing everything that we can to keep the peace and maintain a wonderful world for everyone, for ourselves, for our children, for the future generations. And so we're thrilled to be here. And like Elisa said, we do have a little bit of a timing limitation. We actually, interestingly enough, have an environmental youth climate action meeting happening at Quinlan Center today, which will end at 5 o'clock for the same reason, because Shakespeare in the Park is right there. And I'm so very pleased to see all 4 of our sister cities represented here. And if you think about it in those manners, you've got bell ringing for peace, you've got environmental issues, you've got Shakespeare in the Park, you've got 4 different sister cities. This is precisely the essence of what we're trying to achieve worldwide. And so thank you, everyone, for being here and carrying that banner forward to make sure that we don't repeat the mistakes of the past and things just simply keep getting better and better. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mayor Paul. Next, I'd like to invite Acting Council General Kishimori to make some remarks.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Alisa Sakas, for inviting us again this year. It is an honor to be a part of this event today, including such a wonderful barbecue we had. Next year we will bring something with us to contribute. At the outset, I recall the Cupertino-Toyokawa sister cities hosted the Cherry Blossom Festival in April, in person for 3 years, first time. Where Mayor of Cupertino and many of you attended. At that time, former Consul General Kawamura made a promise to come to attend this event. Even though he left for good for his health complication, he asked me to convey his best regards to you. So that's why I came here to attend it. I'm so honored to be a part of this event on behalf of Kawamura-san. Thank you. I'd also like to express my gratitude to Mayor Tassako, Vice Mayor Lian Chao, the other city council members, especially my mayor, the councilor member Han, who taught me how to pronounce my name in Chinese. I try Wo Chao or An Shor Yi.
Excellent.
We're very appreciative of your support for these activities that bring Japan and Northern California closer together. As Alisa said, this year marks the 77th anniversary of the bombs in Hiroshima, and as well as the Toyokawa bombing. And actually, I'm from Hiroshima, and my mother was a survivor, so I'm a second generation. And so, this is a time of solemn remembrance for all of us Japanese people. And we pray for the souls of those who lost their lives. It's truly touching to see people in the United States remember the tragedies of Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and Toyokawa, and sharing our wish for peace. The reconciliation and strength of our relationship is owed to the dedicated efforts made by both governments and our peoples. sister cities are invaluable in promoting meaningful interactions between residents of cities in different countries. As such, we are proud to celebrate the excellent relationship between Cupertino and Toyokawa City. In addition, I'm fully aware that City of Cupertino enjoys the sister city relationships not only with Toyokawa. You just mentioned Darcy, it's a whole cities. Yes, that's great. And some of you here today are involved in those activities. I just recognize someone from India and Taiwan as well. I thank your tireless efforts to promote the civil diplomacy through sister cities. You have experienced the tremendous value that community partnerships can create in terms of contributing to mutual understanding, camaraderie, and international peace. At the consulate, we too are currently seeking to strengthen not only the relationship between Japan and California, but also further strengthen our partnership with the AAPI, the community of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, and to build new cooperative relationships with other Asian consulates in San Francisco, especially 4 ASEAN countries, namely Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, and Singapore, plus 4 Asian countries, Japan, Korea, China, and India. We cannot erase the past, but can build a brighter future together by collaborating on our common agendas and co-creating common solutions. That way, I believe that we can overcome past experiences and contribute to a lasting peace. Today's event is an excellent reminder of the possibility that we can make together. So my last words, let me try in Chinese again. I don't know if that's understood to you or not, but 有缘千里来相会. Thank you very much. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to ask Satish to say a few words on behalf of Cupertino Union School District. They're a very important partner for our sister city because we do the student exchange with them. So Satish is the president of the board right now.
Thanks, Alyssa. Hello. Thanks, Alyssa. Jerry, my colleague is here. I would like to invite him also with me. Please, Jerry, come on. Jerry has been my partner for long on this. I always like you being next to me. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alyssa, and for a good introduction and inviting us to Cupertino School Board. And as Alyssa said, that we have been having a good partnership with Toyokawa City with our exchange program. Our middle school kids, both sides we do that. But unfortunately, the pandemic really had a big impact on this. And we are really looking for a successful partnership again, and we are looking forward to having this exchange program resume as soon as possible. And looking forward for a strong tie again. And all the best, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mayor Paul, do you want to do the honors here?
I'm very pleased to present this certificate of appreciation from the city of Cupertino. And this is our ongoing appreciation for the relationship as well as for our mutual collective dedication to peace. So this is certificate format, and so the reading won't take more than a minute or so. This is an appreciation for this observation of Cupertino-Toyokawa Peace Week on the 77th anniversary of the bombings of 3 Japanese cities, including our sister city of Toyokawa. The city of Cupertino affirms our common commitment to lasting world peace and to the protection of freedoms through like-minded dialogue and action. We express our enduring appreciation for our sister city relationship with the city of Cupertino, signed by myself, Darcy Paul, Mayor of Cupertino, on behalf of our Cupertino City Council.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all of the kind remarks, everybody. Thank you all for attending. Let's see, we're about ready to ring bells. I have a couple of additional remarks to make. First of all, Have you seen these two cute little guys that have joined our ceremony here? These are two of Toyokawa's mascots, and I encourage you later to read. They have little bios you can read about them. But this was the first mascot. His name's Inarin, and if you know what Inari Zushi is, he's a cross between a piece of Inari Zushi and a fox. The fox was the first mascot of Toyokawa, and his friend over there, Inari So. So look at them, check them out, and you'll have to see their backs because you can see the rice on their backs if you look around the back side. So that's Inarin and Inari So. Wanted to introduce them. They're going to join us for the bell ringing. We'll gather around this monument. This lantern was a gift from our sister city of Toyokawa many years ago. So this is where we will gather around, and when we'll gather around here, I'll give a signal. We'll ring bells for 30 seconds or so, and then please don't go away too quickly because I'd really like to do a group picture. Maybe we'll just all face that way and do a group picture after we do the bell ringing. So everybody, please come a little closer and get your bells ready. Does everybody have a bell? We have interns helping us. They're passing bells out, so make sure everyone has a bell before we get started. And so again, we'll ring bells in a couple of moments. You can social distance, but get close at the same time, right? Come on over. And then we'll take a picture. Yeah, that's a good idea. Give Inari and Inari So a bell to ring. That's so cute. And after the ceremony, we have a small little thank you gift. There's some interns that will be giving them out a little keychain of Inarin or Inari So, your choice. So don't leave without getting one of those. So okay, are we all gathered here? Let me get my clock going here.
Good, thank you.
Everybody has a bell? You don't want to ring bells for 30 hours, do you? Okay, ready everybody? Let's start. Thank you so much, everybody.